Hey guys, it's time for another episode of Damien Ruins Horror Movies. Tonight we're doing Tales from the Crypt, Season 2, Episode 9, Four-Sided Love Triangle. But first, go down to the notes, check out Cool Dude Inc., who brings you this show every episode. Go check out some shirts and make yourself look good. Let's cue up the whiskey bats. This episode is directed by Tom Holland, who you might know from Fright Night and Child's Play and other stuff too, but those are the two big ones. He did Thinner, I think, from Stephen King. And you can watch all these episodes on YouTube. I put a link in the notes, so I did the heavy lifting for you. Go watch. Go watch along with me, please. Mary Jo, who's played by Patricia Arquette, and damn, she looks young in this episode. She lives on a farm with a married couple. And the wife hates her, and the husband wants to fuck her. It's a weird dynamic. She's basically the farm bitch. She goes to the barn to get some eggs while old George, Eddie from Major League, peeps her through like a crack in the wall or like a hole. And he's watching her, and he's not actually beating off, but he might as well be. And she's wearing a tank top. She's bent over, doing this, getting that. We don't actually get any boobage, but no matter what shirt she wears in this episode, you can see her nipples through her shirt. Shipples? Once she's done getting the eggs, she walks and she sees George, and he tells her to milk the cow. Then he tries to rape her, so she throws this bucket of milk on him, and she's making a lot of noise, and George's wife can hear, so he's like, shit, I gotta get her to shut up. So he takes a bottle and breaks it over her head and knocks her out. Then he like kind of buries her with some hay. And his wife's like, what was all that noise? But before breaking the bottle over her head, he does let out a little reveal that the only reason why she's there is he found her right after she robbed a store. And so he's like, you're gonna do what I say, or else I'm gonna turn you in. And he's holding that over her head. But when the wife comes in, he's like, uh-oh, the jig's up. Because his wife is like, thinks something's going on, but she's not sure what. And she's like, where's Mary Jo? I heard her screaming. He's like, uh-oh, the jig's up. But she's gone. But there's a trail of blood. So they follow the trail of blood, and it leads them to the scarecrow. So they take her back home, and she's cooking and doing chores and stuff around the house, but she's all happy and like singing. Like, because she's fallen in love with the scarecrow. She's like, I'm in love with the scarecrow. And George and his wife are like, this bitch is fucking gone batshit crazy. George is like, man, how hard did I hit her with that bottle? But at the same time, it's like, if she's crazy, she ain't going anywhere. We got ourselves a little slave for good. Except George wants to have a little sex slave for good. That night, Mary Jo sneaks out of the house. And George wakes up because he can hear her. So he follows her. She goes to the scarecrow, her lover, and George is like, this chick can't tell the difference between a scarecrow and a real man. So he intervenes. He goes in there and he tries to rape her again. He's jealous of a scarecrow. She escapes and runs back to the house. So he goes back and he tries to sneak in, and his wife wakes up and she's like, where have you been? He's like, I heard a noise. But then they can hear Mary Jo outside singing because she's all happy because she's in love. You know, she almost just got raped. And his wife's like, I think I heard the noise you heard. I think I can hear it right now. His wife knows something is up. She doesn't know what. The next night, Mary Jo sneaks out again. She's going to go meet her lover. And she runs out through the cornfield and finds the scarecrow. And she puts her arms around him. And she starts making out with him. And as she kisses him, he comes to life. And she's like, my man's alive. Just then, the wife wakes up. The bed's empty other than her. Where's George? She goes through the house. Where's Mary Jo? She's like, motherfucker. She hops on a tractor and she heads out into the cornfield, goes directly to the scarecrow. And the scarecrow can hear the tractor. And as the tractor gets closer, the scarecrow kind of goes dormant back onto his little post and sits still. And Mary Jo's like, no, don't go. Stay alive. Stay with me. Stay with me. Then the wife gets there. She wants to know where George is. And Mary Jo's like, I don't know. I'm hanging out here with my man. And the wife's like, that's not a man. That's a fucking scarecrow, you dummy. Hey, dum-dum, watch this. And she runs it through with the pitchfork like numerous times. And then the scarecrow finally falls off his perch. And the plot twist, that's not a scarecrow. That's fucking George wearing the scarecrow's suit so he can get some lovin', some slave girl, some farm girls, some slave farm lovin'. Except now he's dead. And then Marjorie grabs the pitchfork and runs the wife through. And she grabs the truck key off her necklace. The truck key, this is where it gets weird. Was this somehow, like, is Mary Jo not really crazy? Was she faking it? Was this her master plan to lure George out there? Like, she knew that he would fall for it, and then she could get him, like, then the wife would kill. Like, it seems like a perfect escape plan. It's just very elaborate. Like, for everything to work out, all the pieces she doesn't have control over. It's like, I'm going to act crazy and pretend I'm in love with the scarecrow. That way, this guy that wants to fuck me, he'll put on the suit, and his wife will kill him, then I'll kill her, and I'll escape. Great plan. Let me know in the comments if you agree, because I feel like this was her plan all along, but it's a very elaborate plan. And that wraps up this episode. She lives happily ever after, I assume. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget, if you like this and you're enjoying watching these along with me, to like, subscribe, and share, and turn on your notifications, because I have no schedule, but I will hopefully see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye.